Well, Somerset and Meece will kick it off. They'll move right to left on your computer screen. Buddy down in San Antonio, Texas, gets in trouble with his wife just so he can go to the man cave and get on his 78-inch screen television. Money what to do with it. And here's a kick that goes out of bounds, and Pikeville will take over 1st and 10, and I believe it went out of bounds at about the 40. I'm going to rely on, I'm telling you, I cannot see him. I really cannot, Tiny. Well, maybe with, I cannot see those things at all. That is, I mean, those uniforms look great on our screens up here.
I'll just call some numbers out occasionally.
Well, yeah, but I want the correct numbers there, William. They give it off to the fullback. I believe that is number 4. And Hensley with the first carry of the day gives the Panthers a gain of 3.
Hey, we do want to thank White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics for all their support here on the network. White, Greer, and Maggard.
So it'll be 2nd down and 7 for shotgun formation. They bring a receiver in motion. They give it to him on the jet sweep. This is number 14. And into Meece territory. And Pikeville gets the first down at the Somerset Meece 44-yard line. So the first possession of the ball, Somerset territory, goes Pikeville. Division 2, 8th grade semifinal game number 1. Same formation. It's 2.
Not very much happening there. This game will probably be a lot closer game than we've seen today. The first 2 were kind of blowouts, but I expect this one to be pretty good, you know. And it's probably going to be a low-scoring game too. We're probably looking at a 21-14 type of deal here.
Now Peyton Boyd Blair's the quarterback, number 10. He got 2, and the stop man 9. Ethan Harper for Meece. It'll be 2nd down, 8, 6:35, clock running, first quarter. They give it off to one of the running backs. Jackson Hensley on the kick. Ethan Harper again on the stop for Meece, right there in the middle of that Briar jumper defensive free. And coming around to the right 40-yard line, Grayson Harris on the carry. Number 15, Kaya Sharon for Meece. And from the Meece 40-yard line.
Starting to rain a little bit.
And I hear it hitting those metal bleachers out there.
You hear it hitting me.
Lefty throw by Harris.
He's still on his feet.
Inside the 20 to the Meece 17-yard line. As Harris made a nice throw, the lefty. And for Pikeville at the Meece 17-yard line. So the opening drive of the ball game with 5 minutes to play exactly in the first quarter. They turn to give it off to the deep man. And Harris again on the carry, gets inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be 7 for Pikeville. As you may hear the rain coming down hard.
It's definitely here now.
Is that rain or is that more of a sleet type thing?
It's rain.
Okay. I can hear it hitting the umbrella over your camera out there. That almost picked off.
That would have been a heck of a play there.
Pass for Harris is incomplete. Birchfield's the quarterback for Pikeville. He tried to get it out to Hensley and almost picked off by Sharon for Meece. May not have been a touchdown, but it had been a huge turnover line for Pikeville. They go pistol formation behind the quarterback, and a flag coming up on Meece as the entire line jumped off sides. So it'll be now more manageable. 4th and 2. Actually, it's 3rd and 2 for Pikeville. At the 14-yard line, or excuse me, the 9-yard line of Meece. High snap, they turn. He has, looks to be enough. That's Hensley again. Number 24 for Meece, Chase Samalia for the tackle for Meece, and he's going to be just shy of the first down. Maybe. Actually, they gave him the first down, so 1st and goal from the Meece 7-yard line. With 3.5 to play in the opening quarter, Pikeville's on the opening drive of the ball game. They give it off on the end around, inside the 5 to maybe the 4, maybe carry for Pikeville.
He's brought down by number 44, Jace Bruner, number Somerset Meece.
And Brandon Parton on the tackle for Meece. One of my favorite nicknames, Kentucky. Somerset known as the Briar Jumpers.
That they are. Apologize. I was trying to put a cover up over our camera there, so
we should have anticipated rain because they've called for it all week long on the 5-yard penalty on Somerset Meece for jumping off sides. And they'll go half the distance to the goal, so they'll take it 3 now. We go split in the backfield. They turn, they give it off to the left, and Grayson Harris goes in, standing up for Pikeville's touchdown. And with 2:24 to play, the opening quarter, it's Pikeville 6, Meece nothing. And Pikeville took the opening kickoff and drove it right down the field and used 56 seconds of the clock. Either side. And the quarterback rolls left and goes in standing up. Birchfield with a 2:24 to play in the opening quarter of action here in Lexington. It's Pikeville 8, Somerset Meece nothing. Back with the kickoff.
What if you could do all your banking without ever having to run to your bank? What if you could do your banking from any stadium or city in the country? You do. With traditional banks, online and mobile banking, it couldn't be more simple. My life moves pretty fast, and Traditional Bank's team protects at home or away. Way to go, Traditional Bank. You scored again. Traditional Bank's online and mobile banking. Winners at home and on the road.
Traditional Bank.
Back to Bryan Station High School. 6 seconds of the clock to take an 8-0 lead after the 2-point conversion. And back deep is Dylan Pillington, and the ball goes out of bounds on the kickoff, so it'll be 1st and 2 for Meece on their opening possession of the ball game at their own 42-yard line. They trail it.
42-yard line. Somerset Meece will take over 1st and 10.
Possession. They'll come out in the I formation. Off to the tailback, number 27. This is Cameron Austin. He gets over the 45 to about the 47-yard line. Second down and 5. And the other thing about those Pikeville numbers, they are so small. Killing me. I'm relying on the PA guy. I'm waiting for the delay on the Pikeville player. I apologize, but I'm waiting. They turn. They give it off deep to the tailback again. This is Austin. He'll get over midfield into Pikeville territory at the 49-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and Kaya Sharon. So he's the quarterback, the fullback, power I formation now. Nobody wide. They turn to give it off to the deep man. He has an alley. Territory as Pikeville 45 and stood up at about the 39-yard line. That's Jace Bruner, number 44. Numbers have their initial first down of the ball game. So 1st and 10 from the Pikeville 39. Again, this is PrepSpin, and you can tweet us if you want. If you have a Twitter account, tweet us. Wishbone formation. They turn to give it off to the left halfback. This is number 42. They run out of bounds and tackled at about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Gave it a nice push to get that first down. Of course.
Looks like Miller may have taken a blow to his gluteus maximus. Came back hopping. That will hurt. So it's another first down for Somerset and Meece, who gave up a touchdown drive on Pikeville. Turn, give it back to Miller again on the tall sweep. Cuts it back inside the 20. Going to be close to another. Cade Slater on the tackle for Pikeville. They actually gave him the 20, so it'll be second down and 1 for Meece. This will be the quarter of play here. Each team's had a possession. Pikeville finished theirs off with a touchdown. Meece trying to do the same. They're at the Pikeville 20. Back with more on PrepSpin.com.
And prime rib sandwich. I head over to Rafferty's Restaurant, Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's is a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
Second quarter of action getting ready to get underway, and what is a busy day here in Lexington, Kentucky. Everybody aware of the big things going out off US 60 at Keeneland. They expect somewhere, what did they have there tonight, Tiny? About 50,000, was it, at Keeneland? Of course, the Breeders' Cup Classic, the big one, and the Triple Crown winner, American Pharaoh. Everybody high on him, but in my ever, he is the greatest horse ever, Secretariat.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
They turn, they give it off to. He does have the first down at the Pikeville 17-yard line.
This is something about like Secretary. They
I'm going to date
by 5 lengths.
Easy. Yeah. Well, Secretary. I'm showing my age now when I'm talking about Secretary. William's not old, but he's not. He's a little bit, quite a bit younger than me. But he and I've had this.
Hold on. That was back in 78 or 77.
73.
Was it 70?
Showing my age now. Thanks, William. I wasn't going to tell my age today. Thanks.
Well, I wasn't around until 77. Myself.
I know. Don't remind me. They give it 27 for Cameron Austin for
I forget
Meece.
that you're approaching.
It's later on the tackle for
Darren's old enough
for
to be
Pikeville.
He's old enough to be
Well, actually, I got a compliment last night by a young lady. She thought I was in my mid-30s. She did, and I said, ma'am, thank you. Appreciate that. I left. Gets away from a tackler in the backfield. Drags a couple of people along with him inside the 15 to the 13.
Was she okay?
It'll be 3rd and 6.
Was she okay, Darren?
She was okay. She was nice, but September I turned 50. So, and I will say proudly that I am the big 5-0. I knew you were just a young buck, Tiny. 3rd and 5. Well, actually, 3rd and 6. Close on their opening drive. Shotgun formation. Backs to either side of the quarterback. He throws out here in the flat. And a nice catch at the 6. And he spins 1st and goal for Meece. That's a big target to throw to, too. Sharon's pass complete to number 25. Looks to be about, 6'2", 6'3" from here, maybe. Very tall young man. And see you later. Victory. 1st and goal from the power I formation. They turn. They give it off to the deep man. In for the touchdown. Touchdown, Meece. Jason version coming from Meece. Nice.
It was a nice drive, and they continue to do these type of things. And like I said, this game will probably be a low-scoring one because off everybody. We're almost halftime, brother.
We're almost halfway through the second quarter. They turn to give it off again to each team's had a possession. Each team's got a touchdown. Each has answered with their own two-point conversion. So it's Meece 8. Actually, we got a flag, so hold the phone. I'm really showing my age now. It'll be the two-point conversion coming from the 7-yard on Meece. Or actually, they call it illegal shift. Two players moving at once. Formation to the right. Sharon changes the play. So Somerset Meece will take a timeout.
All S, all P, all O, R T, S Sports. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall on Facebook. Rated since 1972.
State football championships of the Kentucky Middle School Football Association. And it's Somerset Meece who has just put themselves on the board to cut Pikeville's lead to 8-6 here in the first half. 5 after Jace Bruner had followed up his touchdown run of 4 yards with that. Back to throw it. Now rolling left, in trouble. Down he goes to 15. Had nobody available. He was actually looking for that big tight end a moment ago, Jaden Gilmore, but couldn't find him because there was a
That was 84 in there on that tackle.
Pikeville Panther in his face. Number 84 is Eric Green. At 5:38 to play in the half, it's Pikeville 8, Somerset Meece 6. Back with the kickoff and more on PrepSpin.com.
I'm Marcy Ansley, Executive Director at Lexington Hearing and Speech Center. We've grown into a statewide organization to help children and adults with communication disorders. Traditional Bank has been part of our team since we were in the little buildings over on Ashland. We wouldn't be in this building today if it wasn't for their support. I think what makes our banking experience unique is they have become part of our family. They have become part of our finance team. Traditional Bank is passionate about what they do.
Ball falls off the tee as we get set for the kickoff from Somerset Meece, who had their initial drive of the ball game and cut the lead to 8-6 and had the two-point conversion call back because of an illegal shift. And so that's the difference in the ball game right now. 8-6. Pikeville will receive the kickoff. You have Grayson Harris deep. I believe that's Jackson Hensley. And it's actually not. Off the 40 and steps out of bounds at about the 45-yard line for Pikeville. Seth Pugh on the return for will begin at their own 44-yard line, 1st and 10, with 5.5 minutes exactly to play in the first half of action. Darren Douglas, along with William Worf, controls for us. From Bryan Station High School, as I mentioned, a busy day here. Finishing up day number 2 up there. They should be getting their first race underway in about an hour or so. They clear the backfield. They turn, give it off to the deep man. That's Harris. He'll get up over the 45, falls forward to the 46, a gain of 2. Also today and tonight, actually, I had an offer. I'd much rather doing here at Bryan Station, even though it was a suite at Commonwealth Stadium for Kentucky and Tennessee tonight. Yes, sir. I'd have been in the suite, though. I wouldn't have been out in the elements.
Kentucky,
pass incomplete.
Kentucky needs to beat Tennessee tonight.
Yep. I think so.
Didn't we beat them last year?
No, beat them 2 years ago.
2 years ago, okay.
With a quarterback that was in a very limited playbook. I think they said they had 10 plays total.
Lucky Lindy in the 7th race.
Lucky Lindy in the. I don't have a clue that he knows what he's talking about, to be honest with you.
Number 7.
He just pulled it straight up out of the air, folks. Yeah, I am too. 3rd and 7, we're going to get illegal procedure here on the outside by the wideout, Seth Pugh.
Sir Paco was running.
Sir Paco. It literally sounds like he's pulling it out of the air. And Tiny and I have been around him long enough to know that he could be just wacky enough. 4:56 to play in the first half. 8-6. We got a good one going here with Pikeville and Meece. On that, I'll call him Somerset. I like the word Somerset. I don't know why, I just do.
Yeah, that sounds a good name.
4 receivers come here to the near side. They're all on the line. We have 1 receiver back to the right. Back to throw. In trouble. Now scrambles. Now throws downfield to somebody wide open. At the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Pikeville, but we field.
Yeah, I think he went past the line of scrimmage when he released that football.
Well, that was on the far side, but there, I think that's a flag. Is that a flag at the 48? Mouthpiece. Peyton Boyd Blair scrambling all over the place, found the man wide open. Didn't hear who the pass. Did you?
Did not.
A 54-yard touchdown pass.
I am fighting this umbrella out here on this camera.
And the umbrella's winning. So says William Warfield disgustedly.
You have one. But it'll be back.
Boyd Blair under center. He sends a player in motion. He fakes. Here goes Blair again. Looks like he's just dangerous with his feet. Gets a conversion.
Got him.
Peyton Boyd Blair, I tell you what, he has made the last 2 plays with his legs. He completed the pass to Seth Pugh for the 2-point conversion, and it's 16-6 in favor of Blair. But Boyd Blair made that play with his legs. He made the touchdown pass with his legs to buy some time in that one. So with 4:39 to play in the first half of action, it's Pikeville 16, Somerset 6 on PrepSpin.com. Winning.
We want to be sure and thank our fine sponsors, Berea Online, First Gear.
What if you could do all your banking onto your What if you could do your banking from any stadium or city in the country? It doesn't matter who you are or what you do. With traditional banks, online and mobile banking, my life moves pretty fast, and Traditional Bank's team protects me while I do what I do best, at home or away. Way to go, Traditional Bank. You scored again. Winners at home and on the road.
Traditional Bank.
Back to action. We have the onside kick from 148-yard line, recovered by number 27, Somerset, to get possession. We got it backwards a moment ago. The touchdown was caught by Seth Pugh, number 2, for Pikeville. 16-6 in favor of the Panthers with 4:37 to play in the first half. Somerset will try.
You know, Somerset looking across there, and they just think that this is their competition. Pulaski County is what they're thinking.
You mean out of Pikeville? This is the Panthers.
Oh,
you thinking Pulaski?
I'm saying Somerset's
I
looking
got you
across
now.
the way and thinking that that's their big rob.
They pitched it back to Goza, Pancho Zaragoza. Easy for me to say.
Did you confirm?
He's on the money? Wow. Unbelievable. Sharon back to throw. He has room on the left side. He's going to stop, throw. He might have been across the line. Throws it up for grabs and incomplete. Line of scrimmage. Trying to get it to almost came down with it. Back for Pikeville in defense was Pugh, along with. So it'll be 3rd and 15 for Meece at their own 43-yard line with 3 for the quarter and the first half. Shotgun formation, and we have another false start from Somerset. Zaragoza, a slot man on the left side.
That's going to move them back, back.
3rd and 20 now for some. And, you know, it's tough when you get behind the chains, William. At the high school level, it's even tougher at the middle school level. Sharon back to
Yeah, that defense is strong.
back there. Brody Birchfield, but also I believe Caden Cottle was back there. Was actually the first one that got there. So it'll be 4th down and 23. Actually make it 28. He's right. Gilmore with the punt. It hits at the Somerset at the Pikeville 47-yard line. So with 3 minutes, 3 seconds, Pike leading by 10 has the football. Join the broadcast. You can tweet us at PrepSpin, and that'll get you to us here on Twitter, and we'll answer any questions or read those out at halftime. Correct, William?
Correct.
We go 3 receivers to the far side. 2 back here to the near. There's a throw across the middle, wide open.
Nice
30,
pass.
25, 20, inside, thrown down at the 17-yard line. It's Birchfield that caught the pass from Peyton, and I am still struggling with these numbers.
I think we've established that, my friend.
Myself. A 33-yard pass completion from Boyd Blair to Birchfield to bring up 1st and on the move again inside the 15 to about the 12.
I like the way he protected that football as he was hitting that hole there up front.
Double skin is what they call it, both arms around the football. The fundamental things you will see at the young age, fundamental coaching, and then the college level it gets worse, and then you get to the pros, it gets even worse. The split backfield, they give it off to Hensley. He gets inside the 10 to about the 9. And actually going to give him just inside the 10, to be honest with you. So it'll be 3rd and about 1 for Pikeville as around. Meece. Boyd Blair turns, gives it off to the back on the dive. They got
Number 14,
Grayson Harris on the carry. Brandon Parton. Actually, he got back to the line of scrimmage, so it's 4th and short. And we get a timeout. Coaching staff for Pikeville says, let's call timeout. Let's make sure we get this first down. PrepSpin.com. We're back in the football at the Meece 9. 4th and a yard, or actually a little bit less than that. They turn, they give it off to Hensley. It looks like he has the first down at about the 6.
I'll send Aaron down there with you at halftime, and you guys can bring us back some of that hospitality.
Okay. Nice. 1st and goal for Pike. Somerset at 6. Looking to build on a 10-point advantage. They turn, they give it off to Hensley again. He gets down to about the 3. Tackle made by number 44. That's Bruner. From the Briar Jumper 3-yard line. Same formation. They give it off. And he's going to get down to about the 2. Only a yard this time. the stop, Bruner, along with number 70, Jacob Greer, a piece of that tackle. So it's another timeout. We'll keep it right here. 3rd and goal from the 3 for Pikeville. First off, Pikeville got here by knocking off in the first round. They knocked off Mountain View 54-14. Boy, that's a ton of points. 54 points in their first game. Then they knocked off 22-0. And in the region finals to get to Lexington in a good one, 16-14 to get here. Meece in their opening round knocked off Casey County 38-8, then beat in a row 24-18 in the region finals. Grayson Harris on the goal from the 1 for Pikeville with 19.3 seconds to play, and I think Pikeville's either going to call just go to the locker room with this 16-6 lead. They're going to call a timeout. I think they're going to leave as little time left on the clock, and they do. They use their final first half timeout. Good strategy by the Pikeville coaching staff. Of the 8th grade Division III state playoff semifinals coming up after the conclusion of this one. Field against the Centurions of Christian Academy out of Louisville. Mayfield knocked off Owensboro Catholic in the second round of the trip 8-6. And then a really high-scoring game and a good game against Glasgow. They knock off the Scotties to punch their ticket here to Lexington. Now, Cal had to play in the opening round. They knocked off LC by a score of 34-0, and then knocked off Raceland, who was the defending champion here, 28-6. And then Jordan McFull, 4th and goal from the 1. Harris off the right side, touchdown, Pikeville. And Grayson Harris, I believe, with his second score of the day, 22-6 in favor of Pikeville. And they'll go set up for the 2-point conversion. So Panthers lead at 22-6 now at as we get ready to go to halftime. 1.2 seconds to play actually in the first half left still. So Harris gets touchdown number 2 for him on the day. See, they're going to send 3 receivers to the right. 2 back here to the near side, the left. Boyd Blair, the quarterback by himself. They swing it out to the right side. 2-point. That play there for Pikeville. We're nearing halftime with 1.2. It's Pikeville 24. Somerset 6. Back with more here in Lexington on PrepSpin.com.
What if you could do all your banking without ever having to run to your bank? What if you could do your banking from any stadium? It doesn't matter who you are or what you do. With traditional banks, online and mobile banking, it couldn't be more simple. My life moves pretty fast, and Traditional Bank's team protects at home or away. Way to go, Traditional Bank. You scored again. Traditional Bank's online and mobile banking. Winners at home and on the road.
Back with the kickoff. 1.2 increases their lead to 24-6 after a touchdown run by Grayson Harris, and then the 2-point conversion to Harris. Very nice design play. This one kicked to the far side. Scooped up by Sharon at the 32. Angles off all the way to the right side. Get flag. That's actually Grundy on the return. He's knocked down at the 40. A flag on below the knees, which you cannot do on the kickoffs. That's exactly what it is. Nope. On the defensive penalty, we'll have 1 untimed down. So, coverage team blocking below the knees, and it's just to protect the players from getting kick coverage. But it also takes a special player to play on kick coverage teams. I had a coach always and I said there are actually 54 cards in the full deck, and he looks at me and goes, well, you got 3 cards, Coach. Love you too. 1 untimed down. It's 24-6 Pikeville. Be interesting to see what Meece does here. They have two to the left. Sharon, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Back to throw. He angles, lets it fly. Far as he can throw it. And incomplete. Almost a surgery that went up and almost pulled it down with one arm, one hand, and he came down hard. And he's the player shaken up at, I'm not so sure he didn't come down on that shoulder. Maybe, hopefully only has a stinger. Well, we've reached halftime. It's Pikeville 24, Somerset 6. Back with halftime on PrepSpin.com.
His way of life is to defend. Every day. No matter where we serve, we take a stand for our nation, for each other, for us all. The few
We begin the second half of play. William Warfield here with you, filling in for Darren Douglas just until he gets as Darren over there enjoying those hospitality services. It's a 6 our score here at halftime as we get ready to start the second half of play. We'll put it forward and both teams ready to roll. Pikeville with the lead.
To begin the second half, Michael will be kicking Pugh.
Pugh gonna be back there. Short kick goes out of play.
Kick rolls out of bounds around the 36.
So flag down on the kickoff. That's just because it went out of bounds.
At the 35-yard line, where Somerset Meece.
Darren Douglas coming back here.
Just underway here in the second half. Kickoff to the football at their own 36-yard line. Sharon throws it deep. Incomplete.
Not sure what he saw downfield there.
Looking for his big
play by getting some air, but did not.
Be second and 10.
Pass ball's incomplete.
Empty backfield. Shotgun formation for Sharon. 3 to the near side here.
Would you eat
It's
the whole
right.
chicken?
Almost intercepted.
The incomplete pass on the play. Kaya Sharon's pass again intended for number 25, Jaden Gilmore.
He's picked off by Grayson Harrison.
Number 14, Grayson Harris on the defensive. That incompletion will bring up third down.
3rd and 10 now for Somerset.
I think somebody just like setting their daggone car alarm off there behind.
Pacemaker, too. 7:48. We're just Somerset trailing Pikeville 24-6. Sharon across the middle, complete at the 48-yard line of Pikeville. Kaya Sharon's pass complete to Gain. Gain of 21. It'll be 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. The back to the left is Bruner of the quarterback. A little high for Grundy this time. Off his hands and incomplete. Watching Grundy thinks he should have had that one. 24-6. Pikeville early on here in the second half. It'll be Cal and Mayfield in game number 2. Bruner breaks a tackle, gets down to about the 36-yard line. Broke a tackle 42-yard line and got ahead to the 37-yard line. It'll actually be 3rd and 3 for some. They go 3 receivers here to the short side, to right. He'll roll right. Cuts it up, 1st down inside the 35 to about the 31, maybe the 30-yard line. And Meece will pick up a 1st down. PA announcer. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Briar Jumpers. At the Pikeville backside, cuts it up and it's going to be dropped at about the 30-yard line, close to the.
Continue to swarm out there and making those big plays.
Birchfield on the tackle for 6:07 to play in the 3rd. The opening possession of the second half, and Pikeville's defense forcing Meece into another long situation. Sharon throwing just out of reach of Andrew Childers. He called him Childers, and it's Childers. You might want to tell the PA guy before Mama comes up here. Oh, no, that's not pretty. That's not pretty. I've had a situation like that, and it is not fun. She's right down here in the stands below us. 24-6, incomplete. That was a nice play call from the Somerset staff, but who ran a nice route. And we get a flag and a delay of game on Somerset. So it'll be 3rd now and 15 for the Briar Jumpers at the Pikeville. Again, game number 4 coming up here in just a moment. At the conclusion of this one, Mayfield and Christian Academy of Louisville. I will be calling Cal. It's a lot to say. Yeah. Sharon back to throw again. Steps up in the pocket. Now will run inside the 30. Gives a nice 14-yard line. He gave a head and shoulder fake, then gave the leg and took it away from the Pike. Down to the, actually give him 20. A 20-yard gain down to the 15-yard line. First at the Pikeville 15. A touchdown here, and if they can get a stop or recover an onside kick, this is Miller coming right. Gives ground and going to be stopped. Nope, gets inside the 15. Now he got positive yardage out of that. Evan Pikeville on the top, on the stop. I don't know where that name Pikeville roster. Officials timeout for an equipment situation. 88 but 84 is Green on the roster. .445 and the clock running. The initial possession of the second, 5 to the 4. He got the first down, so it'll be 1st and goal for Meece. 4. Stop made by Jackson Hensley, along with, I believe they said, Xavier Cantrell, I think. They give it off again.
Unfortunate for Somerset.
Yeah, Miller had a hole. Somebody stuck a helmet. Came free.
The young man, let's see there. I want to say it's number 3.
Number 3. There's a number 2, Seth Pugh.
Number 2.
So 1st and 10 for here in the 3rd with 4:21 to play. And timeout Pikeville. So we'll step out and be back here on PrepSpin.com.
I'm Marcy Ansley, Executive Director at Lexington Hearing and to help children and adults with communication disorders, both hearing and speech. Traditional Bank has been part of our team since we wouldn't be in this building today if it wasn't for their support. I think what makes our banking experience unique is outstanding customer service that they have become part of our finance team. Traditional Bank is passionate about what they do.
Bryan Station High School, as you look at the field here at the home of the Defenders, it's blowing right to left, and when I say blowing right to left, it is directly right to left. Now it's switched a little bit, but as I look at the flag in front of the concession stand to the left down here, from the shadow of their own goalpost. The carry for the Panthers, tackle for Somerset is Chase Samala. Samala, Cimala. A 10-yard gain for Harris. And under 4 minutes to play in the 3rd. They give it reverse on the deep handoff to Hensley. Swings wide, now cuts back left. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Nope, they mark him dead at the 10. It'll be 2nd and 12 for Pikeville. Tell you, all the Somerset coaches, the color of their pants, guys, and then shorts. I hope their wives have plenty of chicken soup to get them healthy again. The handoff up the middle goes in, and he stops right at the 10-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and long, 3rd down 10 for Pikeville. And on the stop for Meece is number 39, Cale Todd. They'll throw it down the seam. Caught.
Nice.
At the 30, 35, 40, out over the 45-yard line. Brody Birchfield on the reception. Peyton Boyd Blair. And a gain all the way out to the 46-yard line for Pikeville.
Was that S for Sanders? Is that who that is?
Who?
Sanders?
No, that's S for Somerset.
Oh, okay.
Pay attention.
Darren?
Yes, sir. He's in trouble there by the boss man. Gain of 3 goes Harris on the carry. Hensley on the carry. Boy, Hensley and Harris both are built about the same. Their running styles are the same. And if you can't see the numbers, you just guess. You like the PA guy who has a spotter over here with the well, probably need to get a new set of eyes, but that ain't going to happen anytime soon. 2nd down and 8 for third in a fast-moving third quarter. Boyd Birchfield barking out the signals with a running back to his right. He turned. Rolled down the right side. Incomplete.
Incomplete pass on the play.
Looked like he was looking for Birchfield again.
Ball's incomplete. Pass sails high.
Birchfield had to readjust. It was thrown behind him just a little bit. Well, we'll be facing a 3rd down and 8 from their own 48-yard line. Again, 3 8th grade state semifinals. Mayfield and Cal coming up. Conclusion of this game. Boyd Blair calls out the signals to both sides. He has 5 wide, 3 to the near side, 2 back. He dropped it.
Right through his arms.
Yeah,
right
thrown perfectly by Boyd Birchfield, and Pugh dropped it.
Down, written all over that.
Yeah, may have had 6 written on it, but definitely a big play for Pikeville again.
I definitely would have had 6 written on it. Right.
Yeah, well, he had to beat Gilmore after that.
That football was right on the money.
Couldn't throw it any better. I will agree with that. It'll be 4. So 24-6, Panthers lead. We're under a minute to play here in the third. Same formation they had a moment ago. 3 here to the near side, 2 back to the far. Boyd Blair scrambling over midfield. Inside the 45, 1st down, Pikeville. Just kind of picked his way. He didn't really want to run it, but he kind of just picked his way once he decided to pull it down and run. And another 1st down. He got a gain of. Nice representation from Pikeville up over across the way. The Panthers high school program, a member of Class A. And if I knocked off their county rival, Belfry. They have an interesting thing up there. I don't know if they do it every year, but a Belfry alumni football game, and these guys took it seriously.
Flag on the play.
And we get delay of game. Yep, up delay. 25-second play clock in the high school ranks, and if you're not careful, they'll get real close to you on the time. Pikeville leading 24-6. Neither team has scored here in the second half. Backs to either side. They turn, they give it off to Hensley. Excuse me, this is Harris. He's dropped for a loss in the backfield. 17 now for the Panthers as we come to the end of the third quarter. We're through 3 quarters of play here in the 8th grade Semifinal game between Pikeville and Somerset. It's Pikeville 24, Somerset 6. Back with the fourth quarter of action here in Lexington.
There's something special in the air at the University of Louisville. Investment and constant progress. Students and faculty unleash their potential, discover new answers, open more doors, give back to others, see new worlds, and become champions in everything they do. Now, more than ever, it's a great time.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S Force. Pick it up and all
Facebook and Twitter, locally owned and operated since 1972.
Fourth quarter getting ready to begin. Our Division III 8th grade state semifinal game. Pikeville leading Somerset by a score of 24-6. Darren Douglas at Bryan Station High School here in Lexington. I had very little trouble getting in other than the fact I ran into, of course, a little thing, I don't know, some little horse race over there called the Breeders' Cup Classic getting ready. Of course, American Pharoah looking to conclude his racing debut with 4 straight wins. Of course, the Triple Crown, the first Triple Crown winner since 1978. And William, what name of the horse that won the Triple Crown the last time before American Pharoah this year? Do you remember?
Secretariat.
No. Affirmed. Had 2 in 5 years. Here's a pass incomplete looking for Jackson Hensley to be 3rd and 15 for, actually 3rd and 17 for Pikeville. Affirmed in 1978 in
the Secretariat.
Secretariat, right. 73 was affirmed, ridden by a Kentucky out of Walton, Kentucky. And I bring that up because his brother, and I can't remember his brother's first name, down in Woodford County. But that was the last one before American Pharoah. Boyd Blair looking deep and off the receiver. And I believe that was Pugh, and Pugh took a tough spill too. Gingerly getting up and limping back to the Pikeville sideline. The football players, and I'll tell you this, every time you have a play where you thought you should have made as a player, you get up limping. You ever notice that? $8 and you drop a pass you should have had, and
you walk over here, you limp back.
You limp back. So I had a buying time with his legs again. Rolls left, stops, throws back across the middle of the field. He has a man open, and it's dropped. Now he's limping.
Incomplete pass on the play. Peyton Boyd Blair's pass is intended again for number 2, Seth.
Oh,
that incompletion bringing a turnover on downs.
Well, I would have sworn Pugh went to the sidelines a minute ago after getting up slowly the last time. And then it'll be 1st and 10 as Somerset will take over on downs as Pikeville unable to take advantage of the good field position. That's still very much in this ball game. However, they have to get some points on this drive. They throw down the wide receiver screen, picked off. Birchfield at the 20, 15, 10.
He just read that pass perfectly,
He
Darren.
did. Well, he had seen that out of their offense before, and he stepped in, and it was almost like he was the intended receiver. And then he goes 37 yards for the touchdown. 48 yards for the touchdown, and now Pikeville in the driver's seat, leading 30-6 with 7:28 to. So Birchfield with the interception return for a touchdown. And Pikeville increases their team for 26 now. They give it off to number 14, Grayson Harris, and he's stonewalled right at the 5. So it's no good in the stop for the Briar Jumpers was number 70, Jacob Brabeel. The touchdown interception return is now 36. Pikeville back with the kickoff and more here in Lexington, Kentucky.
Marcy Ansley, Executive Director at Lexington Hearing and Speech Center. We've grown into a statewide organization to help children and adults with communication, both hearing and speech. Traditional Bank has been part of our team since we were in the little buildings over on Ashland. We wouldn't be in this building today if it wasn't for their support. I think what makes our banking experience unique is
Pikeville leading 30-6 as they get ready to kick off here with 7:28 game. And Somerset trying to get something going, but this Pikeville defense has been very stout.
Number 13, Katie Grundy.
Sides of the football are playmakers. And we get a hard kick that goes out of bounds.
Kick rolls out of bounds around
Goes out of bounds at the 41-yard line, and it'll be right there where Somerset will take over 1st and 10 from their own.
Ball will officially be spotted at the 30-yard line, where Somerset Meece will take over 1st and 10.
We've already had one championship game. Who for the championship tomorrow? That's the Division II 8th grade championship. It'll be Belfry. Belfry and South Oldham. I'm sitting here looking at the next game coming. Still has it. Finds time with his legs. Stops at the 30. Can't throw it. Now he's throwing. Looking. Intercepted and dropped.
Almost.
Jason had all kinds of room to run. And Jackson Hensley, his running mate, did a flip after Harris had it hit him in his hands and dropped because he was ready to block. But no dice. Second down and 10 from their own 40-yard line for the Briar Jumpers. Sharon throws across the middle, caught and dropped. Have a nice at the 42-yard line. On the catch was Pancho Zaragoza. 10, that's Peyton Boyd Blair.
About 8 to go.
Sharon in trouble. He's going to be dropped at the 29-yard line.
Number 12, Brody Birchfield.
Brody of Sharon, and he's been running William for most of his life in this ball game. Pikeville's gotten pressure. Quarterback.
Yeah, Pikeville brings it, man. Each and every play, they just don't really give up at all.
So it'll be 20. They need the midfield stripe. 6 to play. Sharon in trouble again, gets sandwiched.
Down he goes.
Will take over right there at the 26-yard line of Somerset.
He's brought down by a host of Pikeville defenders led by number 12.
The tackle for Pikeville. So the Panthers will take over 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line.
Ball now spotted at the 27-yard line.
Again, today's broadcast brought to you in part by William, who is our
Right, like Greer Maggard Orthodontics. For all your orthodontics needs, that's braces, folks. If you got students who need a whole bunch of locations here throughout Kentucky.
And off goes the number 1.
They make it possible for today's broadcast. You know, use that hashtag WGM Ortho and let them know.
Did we
that
have
you
any
appreciate
tweets?
it.
Any tweets at halftime?
We got a lot of tweets. I
Ah.
just haven't been able to get to them.
Well.
Send a shout out to your favorite team, athlete, to the coach, to us up here. Championship football and food.
Even more championship food.
Number 1, Jackson.
You do kind of resemble Emerald at times.
Here. Although he does have the ball spot in the middle at the top. I still have all that up here.
Got a lot of the Christian Academy. A little
Carry by Jackson Hensley. He got a yard after he got 2 on the first one. So it's 3rd and 7 of quarter number 4. Pikeville looking to move on to tomorrow's championship game in Division III. They pitch it back to Harris.
Yeah,
Actually gets back to the original line of scrimmage at the 25.
he got the golden corral on that one, didn't he?
With, I believe, number 29, that would
I saw Kamala.
Zaragoza.
Listen, I saw Kamala before that play even started to happen. He was patting his belly
Right.
down there, getting
Right. Oh, wow.
He was hungry. He was ready to get him.
No, that's William Warfield that's hungry, folks. 4 receivers stacked here to the near there. Incomplete. He threw a rocket through there and it went through the. So on downs, Pikeville will turn it over to Somerset at their own 25-yard line. It's starting to get to him, Tiny. It really is. So that if there's anybody listening to us and watching our telecast, you need to text a friend or a family member you have here and tell them to get food.
Otherwise, I'm going to eat these two guys.
Actually, I think he's starting to hallucinate up here from his hunger. Play, and we have a flag on the play. And we have 12 men on the field for Somerset.
12 men.
Yeah, and that's tough to do when you're coming off the sideline and immediately get 12.
Over across the way here, I just realized that Bryan Station's got a new softball field over there.
That's been here since every year we've been over here. It's just stuck in the
No,
corner.
they was just.
It was stuck in the corner where we just never really noticed it because when we've been over here, it's been nighttime. Incomplete pass across the middle from Sharon to one of his favorite targets, Cade Grundy, and Grundy dropped it.
It's a nice looking facility.
Yes, it is. I mean, it's stuck way back in the corner to the left of it is what you're looking at from the screen, but it's down closer to the concessions area.
Mm-hmm.
They give it off to number 27. He gets over the 25, close to the 30. A gain of about 4. It'll be 3rd and 6 for Somerset. 2 minutes, 45 seconds, clock running. The championship game tomorrow.
What time we start tomorrow?
Division 3. 2 8th grade championship will begin at noon.
Okay.
The Division 3 state championship game will begin, got it here somewhere. Start a fire. Thank you, Tiny. That's why he's the producer. Pitch back again, coming around here to the left side to Austin. Runs over. He gets to the 35. It is a first down for. The next game for the championships, which will feature Pikeville as they go to the championship game at 2 championship game. It will begin at around 2 o'clock. Rolls right, stops, comes back, and then gets
he just got drilled. Exactly. Well, I don't know what they're calling there. That was a straight-up hit, man.
Well, they might get Somerset for a late hit, but Birchfield just leveled Sharon.
That was one of those.
And we get a personal foul on Somerset.
That was one of those spears. You probably could have pinned them 1, 2, 3 after that.
That's what you call lighting up somebody's world.
That was a Roman Reigns.
Nowhere as Sharon was trying to buy time, and all of a sudden he went down. 1:30 to play in this one. Mayfield and Cal to see who will play Pikeville tomorrow in the Division 3 8th grade championship game. Aaron back to throw, looking for Grundy, overthrew him. That's a tough throw for right hand quarterback.
That was good coverage downfield.
Yes. It'll be 4th, and a little ways to go. So it'll be 4th down and about 30.
Hey, we were talking about the PA addresser guy.
PA, right.
Instead of him saying long, it came out wong. And everybody's looking up here saying,
huh?
What?
Huh? Sharon rolling right under pressure again. Cuts it up, throws, complete to Grundy at the 30. Breaks it line of scrimmage to 35, but he needed 45. Nice job. Actually, Childers on the catch, and Mama down there approves of the P.
This thing will be over with.
Oh, yeah. 56.3 to play, and Pikeville will move on tomorrow. They'll wait the winner of our next one, Mayfield and Cal.
And yeah, I guess that's how you say it.
Easy for you to say. Centurions and Cardinals.
I don't even know what that is.
You weren't even close. But I'll give you an A for effort anyway. Pikeville takes an A. Somerset's season comes to an end, and they look dejected, but you get to this point in the playoffs. High school, middle school, it's tough, but it's also a very successful season if you get to the Final Four.
Well, that's going to do it for us. We want to send a shout-out for all their support. And we apologize. We had a little bit of scoreboard issue there. It wasn't so we weren't able to put the clock over, and it got stuck on the third, but looks like we got it stuck on the fourth now. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for the final score here. This one 30-6, Pikeville.
Well, Pikeville will move on to tomorrow's 2 o'clock championship game here in Lexington. Mayfield and Christian Academy of Louisville will log off and log back in on that particular game here on PrepSpin.